I know the weather is getting a little cold. Anybody have a scarf that you put over your neck? Can I borrow, please? I'm not taking it, okay? So you don't have to be afraid. Yes, I thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Can you come over here for Father, please? Okay, you stand right there, okay? Can you see? Okay, good. I'm glad you know. Okay, you can go ahead here and sit right back to where you're sitting, okay? Now just sit there in the darkness for a little while, all right? Now, let me recreate the gospel scene for you. Many times when we read the Word of God, we just read it like a story, and we never get into our mind and our hearts. The gospel today began with Jesus leaving a town and going to another. So he's passing by, he's not staying. You have to remember that he's passing by the town. Here's the 12 following him with a sizable crowd, pressuring him. Why the crowd are following Jesus? They following Jesus because they want something and the guy didn't have time for them yet. So they keep following. If they get what they want, they may already not following Jesus. That's what pretty much people always do. They call me the last minute, they get what they want, and I never hear them call me again. So here's the lost crowds following Jesus. Jesus is passing by. And here laying there on the street, a beggar, a blind man, who cannot see anything, but he heard the noise. And he heard people say, wow, there's a guy named Jesus passing through. So what did he do? He screamed out. He said, Master, Jesus, Son of God, have pity on me. Now, the times of Jesus, the blindness was very common. Hygiene was very primitive. People don't have it. We don't have eyes doctor going around with all the magic drops and all those things that make you see look good. So, as Jesus passed, remember the word, Jesus passing by. The man here's a group of people following and try to get to Jesus to ask for favor. And the man screamed out, Jesus, Son of God, have pity on me. What happened? People screamed back at the little guy. Shut up! That's exactly what happened. You get behind us. We've been following him. They tried to silence him. The gospel recorded it. I didn't say that. Well, the gospel didn't use the word shut up, but I bet you the word even stronger than that. Right? The gospel said the people try to silence him. And here, this is a blind man, a beggar on the street. And what do you do to silence the beggar on the street? You don't go, oh, please don't call out loud. Do you say that? No. You scream at the guy, maybe you slap him around too. Well, we don't do it in this country. We do it back in my country. You're lucky you're not in Vietnam, you see. The guy screamed out and asked for help. The people tell him to be quiet. That is none of his business. He doesn't have the right to come and ask for help. But the guy didn't care what people say. Now, the guy's a beggar on the street, so he depends on the mercy of the people. And he didn't care what people around him said. He kept calling out louder. The gospel said that. I didn't. That's why I go louder. The gospel said the guy screamed out even louder and he said, Jesus, Son of God, have pity on me. And Jesus stopped. Imagine, Jesus is passing by. He stopped in front of the man. Now the man cannot see anything. Jesus came to the man and he said, what do you want? If I was the guy, I go with the litany of the things that I want. Isn't that? If God ever come to you and ask, what do you want? Oh yes, God, I want this, I want this, I want it to go on and on and on and on and on. The guy just came out with one thing straightforward. Master, I like to see. That's the only thing he asked for. What a third man. Master, I like to see. Isn't that not just happen those years? Nowadays the same thing. We look down on the handicaps as a society. On televisions, everywhere you go. They love to tell the handicaps what to do. And for God's sake, all of us sitting here, we are handicaps. One way or another. If the person is physically handicapped, that doesn't mean we better than that person. The guy called out, Jesus stopped, the whole crowd stopped, stood and said, oh my God, what is we going to do? And they're going to say, oh my God, we just screamed at that man and now Jesus come and talk to him.